Yo, what's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of the Minecraft Pocket Edition Survival Guide series. This is episode 31. What we're gonna do today is we're gonna make a fortress farm. So the main reason why we're making a fortress farm today is so we can collect wither skulls, coal, bones, and any other useful drops that we can get from this farm. A fortress does spawn a lot of mobs depending on the biome it's set in. And since I'm in a basalt delta, I might get some zombie piglins, maybe not. But one thing I am going to say is I recommend making this over a lava lake. And the reason why I say to make it over a lava lake, because you don't want to have to be slabbing up an area like this. I had to do this because this was the best spot for me to make the farm. The reason why I did that is so no mobs can take out the mob cap as well. As you can see right here, I do already have the spawning locations marked out, and the reason why is because I have a resource pack that allows me to see where mobs can spawn. As you can see, I already have this ready. If you guys need this resource pack as well, I'm gonna go ahead and put in a link in the description. You guys go ahead and check it out. I find it really useful when it comes to making farms like these. Not only that, it's not time consuming because the method I'm gonna show you on how to make this fortress farm without the resource pack is gonna take up time, but it's also gonna take up some resources. Now that I got that out of the way, let's go ahead and get this started. So the first thing we're gonna need is glass. So we're gonna go ahead and get some glass real quick. Now that you got your glass, you're gonna wanna go ahead and place it down, and you're gonna wanna place it on the second block, just like that. So you're gonna place it all around, not all around the whole farm, but you're gonna place it on the whole entire platform. So I'm just going ahead and fill this up really quick. So you should be doing something like this. Doing this method is the same method as when we did our raid farm, and this is what allow our mobs to get trapped. Not only that, it's gonna allow us to find their spawning location. So you just go ahead and fill all this up. Go ahead and fill up a whole row if you want, but I'm gonna go ahead and fill up to 1, 3, 4, 5. So I'm gonna go ahead and stop right here. I don't want to make a lot of contraptions and generating a lot of lag from those contraptions, so I am gonna stop at 6. You can go ahead and make this bigger as you want. As you can see, I do have more spawning locations over here, but I'm gonna stop right here, and then I am gonna slab the rest of this up. Once you fill this up with the glass, I'm gonna show you what to do next. Now that we have this done, now what you want to do next to find their spawning locations. I'm pretty sure if you noticed, I don't have any mobs around me. There's one reason why, is because I do have the game mode set to peaceful, and I recommend doing that when making this farm because it does get really difficult trying to make it when all these mobs are spawning. All we're gonna have to do is go to the area where you're gonna be farming, and like I said, since I'm playing on a simulation distance 4, all I have to do is stand like around 20 blocks away from the farm in order to activate him. I'm gonna go ahead and change it to hard. Just wait here for a couple seconds. As you can see, I already have skeleton spawning right there. Pretty much this is all you have to do to find their spawning locations. If you found one spawning platform, you can go ahead and mark it out. You can go ahead and get rid of the glass around it. As you can see, they do spawn in the corner of the block. Let me go ahead and show you real quick. So as you can see, we have more of them right there. So I am going to change the difficulty real quick. Okay, so I came to my creative copy of my world, and the reason why I did that, so I can have an easier way of making you guys understand how this farm works and how to make it properly. And so I won't also get attacked by the mobs. Since I'm in creative, I can't get attacked by any mobs. Once you have a mob trap like this, and then what's it called, you want to mark their spawning location, all you're gonna have to do is break the glass around them. Once we got rid of the glass, this is how the mobs will get trapped. They're gonna get trapped in between the glass like this. What you want to do next is to mark out a spot. You're gonna want to break the block on the bottom. So once you break the block on the bottom, you go ahead and place a block under. Do it to the next one like that. Like that. So as you can see, these are the 4 blocks that he's standing on. Alright, so next, what you're gonna want to do right here, you do have to listen very closely. There is one specific block on where they stand. The reason why they're standing on 4 blocks is because they always spawn on the corner of a block. We're gonna figure out which is the actual spawning location. First, we're gonna get rid of this guy right here. Alright, so now that we got rid of him, I'm going to show you one of two methods to find the actual spawning block. So the first method does require to look at your coordinates, and it is a little more trickier with this one. You're going to want to face the positive direction. So to make sure to do that is, as you can see, my Z coordinates, they're going up. It may look like it's going down, but it's actually going up because it's going towards the positive. Face the positive, see? And then you're gonna also want to face the positive direction on the X coordinates too. And for that, you see my counter goes up. Pretty much that's all you have to do. Just find a positive direction and just head towards that way. So we're gonna go straight, positive, and then positive. I try to lean towards more the middle. Majority of the time, the spawning location will always be on the top left corner. Depending which side you're facing, it's always going to be facing the most positive side. And since I already have them marked out, like I said before, this is my spawning block. The other method that I want to show you, you can use a sunflower, and that will help you detect which direction the spawning block is going to be. As you can see, the sunflower is always facing a positive side, and all you have to do is just follow up against it. And if you don't have a sunflower with you and you just want to do a trial by error, if you still don't have no clue on how to find the spawning location, what you can do is trial by fire. Go ahead and break a block, go back to the spot where you were, change the difficulty, change it back. You can see when I change the difficulty back, he still spawned. And that's when I mean trial by error. You can get rid of one of the blocks, do it like that, change the difficulty, do it again. Since I have 2 blocks left, we're gonna figure out which one is the actual spawning block. So we're gonna be right here, we're gonna wait. Like, you guys get the idea. That's pretty much all you have to do, to spawn the spawning locations. So the next part, what you want to do, once you already have these marked out like that, you can go ahead and get rid of the glass. You can change back your game mode to peaceful so you won't get any disruptions from the mobs. Once you do that, you're gonna wanna go ahead and cover up the farm. So I am gonna do this in creative because I did manage to do a lot in my survival world. I don't know why, but the microphone wasn't working, and now I just recorded for no reason basically. But right here in my creative world, I'm gonna show you how I basically did it. So what you want to do is you're gonna want to build a wall like this, and we're gonna go up 3 blocks. No, actually, we're gonna go up 4. So I'm just gonna get rid of this right here, like that, like that. That's 4 blocks. Cool. We're gonna place a glass on the second block like that. We'll cover this up. Alright, so basically what we did here is whenever a mob spawns, the glass pushes them towards the outer area. This is also the same concept that we did when we made the raid farm. Whenever a pillager will spawn, they will end up getting pushed by the glass into our Trident killer, just constantly farming those pillager captains. And then yeah, that's how we're able to constantly get raids. Pretty much it's the same concept with this. Wither skeletons, blaze, even magma cubes end up getting pushed by the glass into our little chamber that we're gonna build down here. Before we do our chambers, what you want to do is we're gonna repeat it, and all of these that I have right here, depending on how many are you gonna have, you can go ahead and repeat it to all those. I'm gonna go ahead and repeat it to the rest, and then I'm gonna show you how to make the chambers. Now that I made all my chamber, you should have something like this. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna show you how to make one contraption, and if you have something like this, I'm gonna show you how to fix the problem when it comes to making the bottom contraption. As I was saying, you should have something like this, and we also slapped up the area. We slapped in between these boxes around them. We slapped on top as well. What you want to do next is you're gonna want to go inside one of them, or you can go ahead and go inside one of them. And this is what you want to do. We are gonna go down 10 blocks, so this is gonna be 1, but we're not gonna go under this block, so we're gonna go right here next to it. So we're gonna that's 1 right there, that's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You can go farther down as much as you want. I already have a general plan how I'm gonna make this. I'm gonna have an item sorter right here to collect everything, and so on and so forth. So go ahead and do what I'm doing right here. We're gonna go ahead and place more blocks. Once we get this done, I'm gonna show you what to do next, because we're gonna start getting into the rest of mechanics. Now that I have everything done, you should have something like this. With the contraption that I'm talking about, we're gonna make a Trident killer. I'm gonna go ahead and place 2 rows of glass like this on each side, and you don't have to put glass. I'm just doing this because I want to see through the farm. Once we go do that, we're gonna want to place a block right here, and then we're gonna place another block on the bottom right here, just like that. And then we're gonna make a platform just like this. But what you want to do next is you're gonna want to place an observer facing like that, another one like that, another one like that, and another one like that. You want to place a solid block like that, another one right here, another one right here, another one right here. Now you can go ahead and place a piston up here like that, like that, and like that, and we're halfway done. So let's go ahead and cover this up right here. Now that we have that done, I am gonna make a opening right here. So I am gonna leave that opening right there, because eventually we are gonna place a hopper so we can collect all of our stuff. What you want to do next is you're gonna want to place a block under right here and a block right there. You can go ahead and get rid of this one if you like. You can place a block right there. You can place another block like that. We're gonna do that over here. And then we're gonna do this right here. And then we're gonna break this. And then we're gonna place a powered rail. Another one right here. Another one right here. If you are making one, you can put the power rail right here, and it should be like that, and just place a lever to turn it off. Since I have 6 different modules, I am gonna leave this like that so it won't operate, and because we're gonna also run a redstone current right here. That's pretty much all you have to do to make a Trident killer. You can go ahead and repeat this to the rest of the modules. I'm gonna go ahead and do that before I start putting rest of the Tridents, and so I can show you the rest of the redstone contraption. Now that we got all the contraptions done, as you can see, I lit this one up a little bit more higher because it was a little too close to this one. If I had this more lower, it was going to connect to this contraption and it wasn't going to work properly. It would have messed it up, but I worked around that problem. You can see I already am ready. I already do have an item sorter right here. This is going to allow me to collect all the items that I need. Now the final thing that you want to do before we put our Trident is you're going to make a little platform. You can go ahead and skip a block out like that so the redstone won't get affected with this other redstone right here. Align yourself to the rest of your contraptions. If you have something that's like this, there's no problem. I went and go ahead and made a little way to get up here, and for the redstone current to go up, going into over here and then back over here. What I am gonna do right here is I am gonna add a lever, and this is what's gonna turn on and turn off our farms. You're gonna go ahead and place your redstone line, and we're gonna place our redstone dust like this. We're gonna place a redstone repeater right here and another redstone line right here. As you can see, it activates it just like that. Gonna hit this lever, we're gonna turn it off, and it turns off our farm. We're gonna place more redstone dust just like this. We're gonna place another repeater right here, another redstone dust right there, and then we're gonna go down, down, down like that. We're gonna place another repeater and another redstone line just like this. Gonna put that redstone line right there, and then I'm gonna place that repeater. just like that. Pretty much this is all you have to do. I'm gonna go ahead and keep placing more, and there it is. You should have something like this. All of the redstone line is all activated within one lever. All of our Trident killers are all stopped until we hit this lever, and it's gonna activate them. So once we hit this lever, there it is. All of our Trident killers are all operational. It's pretty much all you have to do. If I know I didn't show you how to make this item sorter, but this item sorter is just like any other item sorter that we made, and the other contraptions is really easy to do. If you guys want a more in-depth tutorial on how to make the item sorter, feel free to let me know. And the final thing that I need to do is I need to add those tridents. Alright, so after putting those tridents in there, I'm gonna go ahead and turn this on really quick so you guys can hear them. And yeah, all of these contraptions have tridents now, meaning our farm is officially done. We're gonna make sure we have everything slapped up. I already have this finished in my actual survival progress. I did record the process on making it, but unfortunately the audio wasn't working. I do not know why, but now I got the audio working for some reason. But not only that, I did manage to do a lot while I was recording the first time. Luckily I had this second creative world so I can show you guys how to make it from the beginning. Pretty much that's all there is to it when making this fortress farm. I'm gonna just stand here for a couple seconds and I'm gonna just wait for them to spawn. So as you can see, I already have skeletons spawning in. I have them falling in there already, and they're taking damage by the Trident killer. And all of our stuff is gonna get collected right here, and whatever I do not want to collect gets tossed into the lava. Now that we got this done, I am going to go back to my regular survival world to show you what I have done and to show you how much what I have collected from this farm. So let's go ahead and do that. Alright, so I'm back in my actual survival world, and as you can see, I have everything done, and I have pretty much it's the same thing what I did. It does look a little more different, but it's the same thing what I did in the creative copy. This did take me a little more longer because I was just on my phone just right there making sure I didn't fall. And also, if you're also making this over a lava lake, I recommend having fire resistant potions. But luckily for me, I was very careful. I was very patient. Like, I'm a very patient person. So let me go ahead and show you all the stuff that I managed to collect right here. And I left myself right here collecting for almost about a whole night, and look at the amount of wood skulls that we got. We got like around 3, 6, 7, 8 stacks of wither skulls. It's a lot. You got a whole chest full of coal. Oh, 2 chests full of coal. Almost 3 chests full of coal. And I believe the bones are all filled up. Yep, we have a bunch of bone. We have a bunch of arrows. And then got a bunch of blaze rods. And when I made this earlier, I thought I was gonna get magma cream, but unfortunately I'm not getting any magma cream. It's some of the random loot that we get, which I am gonna fix this up, and then our little trash chute to drop all of our items. That's all there is to making this fortress farm. Look at all the wither skulls that we got, man. We can do so much. We can fight so many withers. We can use this for decoration, etc. and etc. Let me know what we should do with these wither skulls. Maybe fight like a bunch of withers at the same time. I don't know, maybe not, but that's pretty much to show you that this farm is really efficient just staying right here. This farm wasn't that difficult to make. It was pretty easy to do. It was the same thing as making the raid farm that we made a while back. But other than that, I'm really glad how things turned out. I do need to do a couple more things. We are near the end of our series. We have a couple episodes left. Another update is coming out really soon, and I probably want to start a new series within that new update, you know, since I'm really getting used to this whole YouTube thing, you know, start off making my content more better, you know, and things like that. Other than that, that's pretty much all I had to say. Like I said, feel free to let me know anything, any ideas, any farms that I should do or what I should do next. I am gonna farm a little bit more, and in tomorrow's episode, we'll probably figure out what we're gonna do. With that being said, thank you guys for watching. My name is Animated Didi, and I catch you on the next one. Later, y'all.